Oh, here's an interesting one before I get to that. What if I don't get baptized in water? Did you know that there was a papal decree at one point in the Middle Ages not to baptize babies with beer, because apparently that's something people were doing. They must have been Germans. Okay. Um, anyway, so yeah, if you're using the elements, you should use water, because that's what Jesus used, but or what he said we should use. It just quickly, we're talking about water baptism. Within our tradition, we do say baptism is necessary for salvation, right? So it's the ordinary means by which God saves is through the work of baptism. But we make a distinction between necessity and absolute necessity. So it's necessary in ordinary circumstances, but it's not absolutely necessary, in that we allow for exceptions and understand, of course, there are exceptions. You're regenerated through the word of God as well. And Peter uses that language. And so that's scriptural too, as well as baptismal regeneration language. So if you hear the word of God, you hear the gospel, you're, for the first time, you've never been baptized, you're walking across the street and you get hit by a car, then yes, you're still safe. The early church dealt with this question very early on, because there were martyrs who had not yet gotten the chance to be baptized. And they spoke about a baptism of blood. That they were baptized in blood because they were martyred. And it's not like they didn't get saved because they weren't baptized. So, and then you go to Mark 16, that text, which I understand is a variant, long line of Mark, is another question, which I was also asked about. So I can talk about that too. But when you get to that question, in that particular text, that's one that Luther cites, where it says, he who believes and is baptized will be saved, but he who does not believe will be condemned. Okay.